Hi everyone and welcome back to 5 Minute Family Search. So let's go ahead and get started and see if any of our ancestors are on these mortality schedules. So to do that, I can come down to the gray bar and we can start by just looking for a last name. Now, the way this is set up, if I put in a first name, last name, and click search, it's going to take me to the next screen and it's going to be blank regardless if I put in information or not. So just go ahead and skip that step and just click search. And it's going to bring us here to the ancestry page for the U.S. Federal Census mortality schedules from 1850 to 1885. So here, let's start at the top. It's going to ask me for a first and middle name and a last name. Now, as in past videos, I have told you I don't search by first and middle name. I like to keep my searches open. That way I can find everybody with that last name and then I can narrow down my search from there. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Morton. That is one of our family names. Now underneath, I'm going to go ahead and click this exact, similar, and soundex. So here, let's just unclick that so we can see. Exact, obviously, it's exactly how it's spelled. Sounds like that last name. Similar, any spelling that's similar to, and soundex. Now that one we may not understand. So let's come over here and we're just going to click on About These Settings and we're going to come down to soundex. So it says soundex is a common algorithm used to generate alternate spellings of a surname. If you choose this option, any record that contains one of the soundex variations for a surname might appear in your results. So that's good. It can open up your search so you don't miss anything. And sometimes when the indexers go through, it's really hard to read the handwriting. And so this will just make sure that you don't miss any of those names. Now, something else I want to teach you is called a wildcard. And we're just going to read this together. So a wildcard. You can also use the wildcards, the asterisk and question mark in your name searches. So the asterisk will match any number of characters and a question mark will match only one character. So you may use the asterisk and question mark anywhere in your search, but you must have at least 3 letters. So asterisk OWN is a legal search, but asterisk WN is not. You might try searching for Smith as SM question mark TH, which would match SMITH or SMYTH. Or you might try SM question mark TH asterisk, which could also match Smythe. So I hope that makes sense. And you can use that wildcard trick in any search that you do anywhere on your computer. And so that is a really good trick to know. So I am just going to, for all intents and purposes right now, just to keep things easy, I'm just going to say exact. Now, the next thing it's asking me is a location. Now, I know that most of the family lived in Ohio, but here's where it can get tricky. So they were either born and died in Ohio, or some were born in Ohio, died in West Virginia, some died in Ohio but were born in West Virginia, and they kind of traveled back and forth between those two states. So I could say exactly Ohio, or I could say I want to do Ohio and the adjacent states like Tennessee, West Virginia, things like that. But again, to make this simple, I'm just going to say exact place. But do know that these are options you have to keep your search broad and then you can narrow it down again from there. So we're going to come down here to this box and we're going to click search. And when we do, it's going to bring us to this next page and it tells us that there are 20 results. Now, if I wanted to narrow it down, like I've been saying, I can come over here to the left-hand side and I can say edit search. Or I can just say, you know what, we're done. Let's just start a new search. So those are options right here. Now I'm going to scroll down just a little and let's read at the top of the screen. So here it says I can view the record. It tells me the name, the death date, the census place, the birth year, the birthplace, the race, and the view image. So let's just come down and pick somebody. See, a lot of my family, some lived in Cincinnati, so we're just going to come down here to James P. Morton, and I'm going to click View Record. Actually, I'm just going to hover. Let's just hover above that. So I'm hovering my mouse above View Record, and it tells me the name is James P. Morton. He was a boy. He was born in 1858 in Ohio, and he passed away when he was 1. His death date was November of 1859. He died of scarlet fever. The census year that he died right before was 1860, and he was in Cincinnati, Hamilton, Ohio. And if I open it up, tells me that it is on line 4. And so see right here it says line 4. Now it says there's more to see, a picture of the original document. I can click on register for free account. It will take me to Ancestry and I can look at that schedule and I can see his information. But that is how you can go into these mortality schedules and look for information. And again, like I said, I would keep my search broad. And then if I do find a lot of people that I think are my family, I can come over here to edit search and I can start narrowing it down from there. But again, this is a very important trick to know how to search these mortality schedules because many of these people will not be recorded on any other census reports and many may not even have headstones.